ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरीचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। संसारदुःखजलदस्य पतितस्य कामः क्रोधादिनक्रमक्रकबलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निगृहीतस्य निराश्रयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्रमम देहि पदावलम्बम्। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनविरह कातुराजुवाः पुत्रेति तन्मयतया थर्वो विनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। जयतां सुतपङ्गुर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्पदाम्बुजो श्रीराधा मदनमोहन। भक्त्या विहीनाय क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। बोलो हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। शिशी भजन रस से बाय शिला भक्ति ठाकुर। The holy name is Krishna himself and the sweet embodiment of transcendental knowledge. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Acha. The holy name is Krishna himself, and who is relishing the holy name the most? Radha Rani. Which make Krishna restless to also relish his sweetness of his own name, because the name is sweet. Madhuro Met Mangala Mangala Nam, and the sweet embodiment of transcendental mallows. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Which verse is that? Nam Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Okay. Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Abhinatto Nam Namani. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explaining how much we can get from chanting Harinam, what all we can get from chanting Harinam. But what is Harinam? The question is, how Harinam is compared to with? What Harinam is to be compared with? Prithvitva, to become the king of the entire planet, that post, the post of Brahma, the post of Narad, the post of Indra, to get liberation, or to get the post of planet Dhruva, which is indestructible. Shivritasur is saying, no. Shivritasur is saying, न नागपृष्ठम न च पारमेष्टम न सार्वभौमम न रसाधिपत्यम न योग सिद्धिर व पुनर्भवम वा समंजस्य तवीर आकांक्षसे. Not asking for this. What? The Nagprishtam, not the position of Dhruv to get the planet which the Lord has given to Dhruv. Nacha Paramishtam, not even the position of Brahma. Na Sarvbhaumam, not even becoming the king of the planet Earth. Na Yog Siddhi, not any kind of perfection. Va Punarbhavam Va, even not liberation. Why? Because they are always absorbed. What is more important is chanting Harinam. Nothing can be compared if we keep Harinam on one scale and we keep all the opulence of on other scale. The scale of Harinam is always more weightage than any other perfection. Because Abhinitva Nama Namani, holy name of is Krishna himself. Only Krishna can be equal to his holy name. No one else. Abhinatva Nama Namani, which make Krishna also restless to understand and to taste the sweetness of his own name. And he becomes Sachinandan Gaurhari. And day and night chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Mahaprabhu is chanting his own name and asking everyone to chant his name. Because because we have no realization of it. That's something very straightforward. We have no realization. But those who are pure devotees, their realization is, yes, when they chant Harinam, they feel the proximity of Krishna. Yes, their realization. And honestly, we have no realization like that. In Namashtuk, it is stated, Narad Vino Jivan Sudhormi Niryas Madhuri Pura Tam Krishna Nam Kamam Puruma Rasne Rase Sada Rasne Rasne Sada. O life of Naras Veena, Naraji always playing on his instrument called Veena. Narad Muni Bajai Veena Radhika Ramana Nami. Radhika will sing this in the last. Narad Muni Bajai Veena Radhika Raman Namani. Shri Naraji, he holding a veena in his hand. What is the name of that veena? Quiz. Okay, who is going to give answers for this? You heard many times. Let me see. Who is going to give answer? Raise your hands if you know this. No one? Wait, let me see everyone. Yes. Anyone? The name of the veena which Narad is holding. That means you don't read Srimad Bhagavatam. No? Nobody reads Bhagavatam, huh? Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya. What is the meaning? Reading Bhagavatam every day. The word Nityam there is not every day. That means every minute. But let's say every day. Oh, tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. We will read Gita once a year. Yeah. If you read Bhagavatam, you will come to know. Okay, anyway. Hmm. Somebody is writing something, but that's not correct. If you tell wrong, then you have to give fees to everyone. Mhm. How to do this? I don't understand. Can you all see me? Anyway, so the veena which Narad is holding in his hand, veena is called Devdatta. That's the veena Narad is holding. And what he's singing? Narad Muni Bajai Veena Radhika Raman Namari. Radha Raman, Radha Raman, Radha Raman. Hmm. Narad is always chanting this. When you go to Vaikuntha, he's chanting Narayan, Narayan. But most of the time when he's on his veena, his favorite is Narad Muni Bajai Veena Radhika Ramanu Namari. The name of Radharani and Krishna. Because Naraji can bless anyone, anyone can curse anyone. Like he cursed Nal Kuber Manigriv and then got Krishna. With the blessings of Naraji, even with the curse of Naraji, one can get Krishna. But Naraji himself sitting in Govardhan doing tapasya to get something more than that. Naraji have this wealth. What wealth? कृष्ण से अमार कृष्ण से तुम्हार कृष्ण दीते पारो तुम्हार शकति आची अमितो कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली दई तव पाछे पाछे. Naraji having Krishna and he can give Krishna to anyone. But then why you sitting in austerity, performing austerity at Govardhan? For what? For Radha Rani. To get the dust from the lotus feet of Radha Rani. मेरो एक प्राण धन एक ही है जीवन नंद नंद मदन मोहन राधिका रमन. नंद नंदन मदन मोहन Radhika Raman. So Naraji is always blissful and playful because this is how he's all day and night chanting Radha Raman, and he appears, he can appear anywhere, chanting on his veena. So how Harinam is being addressed here? The name of Krishna is attached with name of Radharani with some particular pastime. Like Radha Gokulanam, Radha Madhav, Radha Vinod Bihari, Radha Giridhari, Radha Govind Dev. Name of Krishna is with Radharani or Yashoda Nandan, Nanda Nandan. But in this verse, whole life of Naras Veena, Harinam means holy name, is getting connected with someone's pranadhan, just like we sing Jayo Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe, Sana Tera Pranadhana He. Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Then Jayo Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Radhe, Rup Goswami Pranadhana He. So what we are trying to do? Connecting the name of Krishna with, suppose, Radha Govind ji, established by, discovered by Shri Rup Goswami. And if we say Pranadhan, means life and soul of Rup Goswami, it gives us more access and more blessings when we connect it to that Pranadhan. Understand? Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath Radhe, Madhu Pandit Pranadhana He. When I was student, I used to come from college and all door closed, lights off, in my room, little small altar, and one small dim light. I used to sing this hours and hours. No one should see me, and I should not see anyone. Every day, kartal and singing. Jayo Radha Raman, Radha Raman Radhe, Gopal Bhatt Pranadhana He. Gopal Bhatt Goswami. Jayo Radha Damodar, Radha Damodar Radhe, Jiv Goswami Pranadhana He. Jiv Goswami Pranadhana. Jayo Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar Radhe, Shama Nanda Pranadhana He. This. Jayo Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Who's Pranadhan? Jaya Deva Pranadhana He. Jayadev Goswami, Radha Madhav. Jayo Radha Gokula Nandan, Radha Gokula Nandan Radhe. Who's Pranadhan? Vishwanather Pranadhana He. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. If you sing 30 minutes every day, you're remembering all the 7 prominent temples of Vrindavan along with their acharyas who were worshipping those deities. Jayo Gandharvika Giridhari, Gandharvika Giridhari Radhe. Who's? Naveen? Nitai? Right. Yes.
It's Srila Prabhupada Gurudev.
Yes. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada Pranadhana he Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Radhe. Then Jayo Radha Vinod Bihari Radha Vinod Bihari Radhe. Who's Pranadhan? Everyone knows this. Param Gurudev Pranadhana he. Radha Vinod Bihari. And then Jayo Gaur Gadadhar Gaur Gadadhar Gaur Gadadhar Jai Gaur Gadadhar. Who's Pranadhan? Gaur Gadadhar? Oh, Taruni Gopi sing something. Taruni Gopi? Gaur Gadadhar?
Maharaj, I think it is Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
I think. You're not sure?
I'm not sure it's Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Okay, you're right. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So in this way, singing the name, but along with who's Pranadhan, who's Lord of the life, who's wealth, connecting with Acharya. So Krishna being Supreme Lord, we're going to hear tomorrow. What is Bhagavad Gita is from all the way, first chapter to 18th chapter. Krishna is speaking about his glories, his promises, and his opulence. And like we hear many times, last and final call for so and so, last and final call. So Krishna last and final call, Sarva Dharman Paritajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Last and final, last instruction. But Brahmaji worship Krishna. Shiva worship Krishna. Krishna also worship someone. Krishna worship Aham Bhakta Paradhina Hai Aswatantra Dvija. Krishna worship his devotees, dependent on his devotees. Krishna dependent on his devotees. But that's another course of Harikatha. We'll hear tomorrow more about that. But how beautifully addressed in Nam Ashtakam. Hari Nam, oh holy name of Krishna, your life of Naras Veena. Maybe you're getting this or not, I'm not sure, but some other example. Yes, Anarpitam Chari Chirad. You know this verse? Braj, we want to hear this verse.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Anarpita charam charat karunya avatar nakalo samarparyatam anatavat.
Slowly.
Anarpita charam charat karunya avatar nakalo samarparyatam anatavat valas valasa swabhakti shriyam haripurata yuta sandipata kandare hriday kandare va sachinandana.
Not correct. From 10, you get 4 marks. Okay. Nitai? You know this? What?
Anapitam charim chirat karunaya vatirna kalau samapayitum unata jvalam rasam svabhakti sriyam hari Purata Sundara Juti Kanaba Sandipita Sada Hirdaya Kandare Spuratuva Sachi Nandana.
Very nice. Okay, thank you. And then Pran. This is same word again.
अनर्पिता चरिं चिरात् करुणायावतीर्णा खलौ समर्पयितुम् उनन्तुज्वलरसं स्वभक्तिश्रियं हरिपुरातसुन्दरद्युति कदम्बा सन्दीपिता सदा हृदयकण्ठेषु स्फुरतु वै नन्दना.
Very good. Okay, Pran, question for you. You know the meaning of this verse, right? In the last, why Rupa Goswami is saying, Surato Vai Sachinandana? Why he connected Mahaprabhu as addressing Mahaprabhu as son of Sachi Mata, Sachinandana? Could have said something else. No,
I don't know.
doesn't matter. Never mind. Naveen? No? Never mind. Surato Vai Sachinandana. That means Rupa Goswami is giving blessing in this verse. Anarpitam charim chirat karune avatin kalu. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu avatir. He manifests in this Kali Yuga. It's not that he is avatar, but he is avatirna. He descended. The process of descending from spiritual world to material world is called avatar. Not that he is avatar, but he is avatari. He is the source of all avatars. So the prem which is not been given from time immemorial. Karune avatina kalu. Samarpetam unnatujarasam swabhakti shriyam. Why he came? For what reason he came? What he want to give? Swabhakti shriyam. The beauty of his bhakti. He didn't came to give us Madanakya Mahabhav, which is very high. No. But the beauty of that, Srila Gurudev used to explain just like very beautiful creeper and so many birds there on that, not birds on that creeper. And some manjaris comes on that bird. That's the beauty of that creeper. If there is no birds and there is no manjaris, creeper look very, empty. But manjaris make that creeper very beautiful. That's the beauty of that creeper. So Mahaprabhu came to give what? Unnat Ujjal Rasam. Unnat Ujjal Ras, that Parkiya Ras, that Madanakya Mahabhav, what he's tasting. No, he's not giving that. Swabhakti Shriyam. He's giving the beauty of that. That is Manjari Bhav. Mahaprabhu came to give. Chari Bhav diya nachainu tribhuvan. I will make everyone dance in this universe by giving this 4 bhav. Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhu. With this 4 bhav. But specifically giving that Manjari Bhav. This is Swabhakti Shriyam, the beauty of that. Samarpayatam unnata jarasam Swabhakti Shriyam. Harihi pura duti kandamba sandipitaha. Adopting that complexion of Radharani. And the last line, Sada Hriday Kandareshu. May that Lord Sachinandan, you see the last line is like a blessing. The one who composed this verse, who did this? Rupa Goswami, his blessing. Anyone who uttered this verse, anyone who go deep into this verse or who understand this verse, I bless them. Sada Hriday Kandareshu. Suritove Sachinandana. May that Sachinandan Mahaprabhu Gaur Hari can come and get situated in the, not in the heart, inner core of the heart. Hriday Kandare. Kandara means the cave, something which is, okay, something is hidden in the heart. We don't reveal that. That's something personal. Yes, we can reveal every other thing, but something is there. We don't reveal that. We hide in the cave of that heart. Even after surgery, doctors take out the heart, cannot see that. It's been locked. Rupa Goswami Pad saying, may that Sachinandan Gaur Hari get into that core of your heart. This is the mood of blessings to the entire world by Shri Rupa Goswami, whose Pran Dhan is Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Then Rupa Goswami, who is Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rup Kadamayam Dadati Swapadankitam. Shri Rupa Goswami, who knows the inner heart of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that's why he descended to reveal that inner heart. Who can reveal the heart of Mahaprabhu? No one else. Only Mahaprabhu can do this. So who is Rupa Goswami? Is he Mahaprabhu? No, he's not Mahaprabhu, but Priya Sarupe, Daita Sarupe, Prem Sarupe, Sahabya Rupe. He's the embodiment of the form of Mahaprabhu. Priya Sarupe. Learn this verse from Kavi Karnapurna Goswami. Priya Sarupe, Prem Sarupe, Sahabya Rupe. Everywhere in this verse is Rupe, 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 Rupe. Rupa means form, non-different in one sense. So, that which was not been given. So when Mahaprabhu comes, every Kali Yuga? No, no, no. In one day of Brahma, in that one Kali Yuga, Mahaprabhu comes. In that one day of Brahma, when Krishna comes, Krishna don't come in every Dwapar Yuga. Only in one day of Brahma. And one day of Brahma means, calculator. How many years? 4 yugas. Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, Kali Yuga. 4 yugas pass 71 times. 4 yugas pass 71 times. That's one manvantra. And when 14 such manvantra pass, that's 12 hour daylight of Brahma. And similarly is night. Okay. So in one day of Brahma, Krishna comes. And then in one day of Brahma, Mahaprabhu comes. So that means, okay, why Mahaprabhu comes? That's a very interesting question. Yadava, why Mahaprabhu comes?
Maharaj, he came to relish the sweetness of Krishna, and he came to relish what he wanted to know what Radhika was feeling about him, what was her love for him, what was her feelings for him, everything. Shradaya Pranaya Mahima Kedrishavanayaiva, Svadhyayana Bhuta Madhurima Kedrishavamadia, So Kyancha Samadana Bhavata Kedrisham Vidaloba, Tad Bhavadhyani Sachigarba Sindhu Harindu. He came for relish this, only for this, and then
Very
other.
nice. Perfect. Perfecto. perfect answer. So you all heard this. Mahaprabhu came to glorify. Mahaprabhu is Krishna. He comes to express the moods of Radharani. Or in other words, to glorify Radharani. But then he can come in one day of Brahma and he can glorify and show the superiority of Radharani. Why he has to come again the next day of Brahma then? Why? Again he comes, but after long time, anarpitam charinchirat. And again Mahaprabhu is showing those ecstasies, those symptoms, and in other words, expressing the beauty of the moods of Radharani to the entire universe, to the entire world. Why? Because na jane Radha prem ache kotobal. Oh, I don't understand how much. I don't understand how much prem is there in Radharani. What is the strength of that prem? I don't understand. Krishna is failure there. Krishna who is Vijay. Vijay means victory. Krishna who is Ajit, cannot be conquered, unconquerable. There cannot be any defeat. It's always victory, always victory. But in this dimension, understand which dimension? The dimension of the prem of Radharani, failure. Therefore, every time he comes and attempt, you sit for some examination, fail. Okay, another chance, examination, failure. Again, you can do as many attempts as you can. Krishna is coming again and again, attempting for that. But in this dimension, failure. Why? Because he thinks I'm able to measure that. The strength and the capacity of Radharani's love and her dedication. And I can measure that, I can express that. But moment he measures that, the Radharani prem in him go more high. Her service goes more high. Sadami Vriddhim. Always, Chaitanya Chaitamrit, Kaviraj Goswami explains, always growing, rising. Sadami Vriddhim. That verse, in that verse, this word. The prem which don't stay, which always rising. So therefore he has to come again to express that and to show that and measure that, but not possible. Again he has to come. Everything centered towards Radharani. So why Rup Goswami then said, Suruto Vai Sachinandana? He could have said something else. Suruto Vai something else. Why Sachinandana, the son of Sachimata? There is a specific reason in that blessings of Rup Goswami. I bless you with that. May that Mahaprabhu comes and sit in your heart. Which Mahaprabhu? Who is Sachinandan. So why connection with Sachimata? Showing affectionate, motherly affection. Nothing can be compared with that affection of a mother for a child. In every species of life, according to the gradation of consciousness, the affection of mother to a child. And then in human being, parents are always so protective. And then what to speak of? That transcendental Vatsalya Bhav, the transcendental affection mood of Yashoda Maya, and Sachi Mata. So the name of Mahaprabhu is there connecting with affection of Sachi Mata. That mood. Understand? Today what we discussed. When we sing or we take the name of Radha Govindev, Radha Damodar along with their acharyas who served them or who was their pran-dhan, the Lord of their life, then we get 100 times more. I can say 1,000 times more benefit by chanting with their acharya name. So similarly, all life of Narad's Veena, Harinam Prabhu is connected with that. Oh Harinam Prabhu, you are the Lord of the life of Narad's Veena. Then Naraji, who's always chanting your name, just like Mahaprabhu said, Sfuruto Vai Sachi Nandana. The Sachi Nandan, affectionate. Similarly, Mahaprabhu, the affection of Sachi Mata towards Mahaprabhu. Similarly, I'm uttering this verse with the same begging mood to Mahaprabhu. Don't forget your affection. I'm child. Shakti Buddhihin, Ami Atidin, Karo Mora Atmasat. No strength, no intelligence. And I'm engrossed in this sense enjoyment. Samsar dukh jaladasya patitasya kama. Krodadi nakr makr kavli kritasya. Durvasnasya nigritasya nirashayasya. Shri Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur is praying. Samsara dukh jaladasya. In this situation, in this samsara, कभी भोगे ना कभी त्यागे ना छल ना करी मन माने. Acceptance and rejection, sometimes renunciation, sometimes enjoyment. Sometimes feel like renouncing, other time feel like enjoying. They feel like enjoying and then renouncing. That's the situation of mind. So Prabhu, I am in this samsara dasha, in this conditioned state of life. Oh Mahaprabhu, Shakti Buddhihin, no intelligence. Prayan Alpashu Ayush Sabbe Kalav Asi Yuge Jana Mand Sumand Matya Mand Bhagya Upaditam. Bad fortune, no intelligence, no strength, nothing. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, Sfuruto Vai Sachi Nandana. That Mahaprabhu who is darling son of Sachi Mata. So that's a tricky way of addressing Bhagavan. If you address Krishna as Sarva Shaktiman, the possessor of all strength, oh the Lord of universe, okay. It's not that much impressed to hear those names, even though it is addressed and is true about Krishna. But then, if we address him as Yashoda Nandan, Nanda Nandan, oh, very nice. Yes, the name is connected with some parikar, some associate. But when the name is connected to Radha Kant, Radha Raman, oh, that's a different flavor. That's a different flavor. Connecting the name of Krishna with that particular ras, that particular associate of Lord. That's why Mahaprabhu said, Gopi Bharatu Pad Kamalayo Das Das Anudas. Servant and the servant and the servant of the beloved of the Gopis. Gopi Bharatu Pad Kamalayo. That Krishna. because Krishna is Krishna. But when Krishna is connected to Sridham Krishna, Subal Krishna, Madhumangal Krishna, then the name of Krishna is connecting to that Sakhya Bhav, the friendship mood. That's a different flavor. All the rasas are same. They're extracting the same sweetness and pleasure, no doubt. But then there is gradation. But if someone say Yashoda Nandan, Nand Nandan Krishna, it's a different flavor. And when someone say Radha Kant, Radha Raman, Radha Madhav, then it's a different flavor. Connecting the name of Krishna, the same holy name, Baba, same Krishna. What is the difference? The same Krishna, what's the difference? Yes, but when it is connected to that particular name, it really differs. It really matters. There's a different flavor in that. A different connection is that there. So this is how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is teaching us how to address the Lord, how to address Krishna with what name? Primary names or secondary names. So when we say Yashoda Nandan Krishna, I already explained that. But Sri Rupa Goswami particularly explaining about Spurutto Vai Sachi Nandana. Because the worship of Mahaprabhu can only be done in Dasya Bhav. With Krishna, Dasya Sakhe Vatsalya Madhur. As Gopi, as parents Yashoda Maya, Nanda Baba under their footsteps, as Sakha Sridham Subal, and as Dasya Raktak Patrak, they are the Dasya. Under their footsteps, under their guidance. But Mahaprabhu is not like this. No. No Sakhiras. No Vatsalya, no Madhuras. A sadhak is practicing bhakti, serving Mahaprabhu only in Dasya Bhav. So there is no Vishnu Priya Mahaprabhu. But Surata Vai Sachi Nandana. With Sachi Nandan. That's the connection. Addressing Mahaprabhu with along with the name of Mata Sachi, Sachi Mata. Because of affection. So Mahaprabhu, I'm seeking that. I'm asking for and I'm begging for that same affection because I'm very fallen and I'm very conditioned and I'm just engrossed in this material world with lot of sense enjoyment, gross and subtle. We discuss about this. Gross and subtle enjoyment. Subtle which cannot be seen and gross which can be seen. I'm always absorbed in that. But I need your strength. I need your blessings, a special compassion. Because this is Kali Yuga, the age of coral, the iron age. And I'm a creature of this Kali Yuga, one of that. I really need your blessings. How? Skrutava Sachinanda. So, O life of Narad's Veena, O Harinam, you are always resounding in the Veena of Naradji. So the connection is there with that Harinam. I think you got the point what I want to say. Yes? Then, O Harinam, O crest of the waves upon the transcendental ocean of nectar. Rasamrit Sindhu. Transcendental ocean of nectar. What we get at the, if we stand at the shore, what we get there? What we see? Waves. So can we say, okay, I should wait for some minutes or some hours to let the waves stop, and then I can go and take bath in the ocean? Keep on standing 24 hours. Waves not going to stop. To jump into the waves. Yeah. So the crest of the waves upon the transcendental ocean of nectar. They are Sapta Sindhu, 7 oceans mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto. The ocean of yogurt, the ocean of honey, the ocean of sugarcane juice, the ocean of milk, you see, the ocean of liquor, 7 oceans, salt water. We only see one ocean around the world. Everywhere salty water. Have you anyone seen? Let us know if you see that, the ocean of milk, of ocean of honey. The 7 oceans comprise the planet Earth. Where is the complete Earth? Not discovered yet. This is one island, this complete Earth. This is one island called Jambu Dweep. There are 7 Dweepas. This is the smallest, Jambu Dweepa. That's why when you get initiation, or when you go to some holy place, they do sankalpa. Jambu Dweepe Bharat Khande. The whole location means this planet, what we see is Jambu Dweepa. Dweepa means island. This is one island where other islands and where the other oceans not discovered yet. That makes complete Earth. So we can have ocean of salt water, we can have ocean of milk, we have ocean of yogurt, ocean of honey, etc. But Harinam is compared to as waves upon the transcendental ocean of nectar. Sindhu, Amrit Sindhu, the ocean of nectar. And what you get? If you're going to take bath in the ocean of salt water, what happens? Try to drink that water. So there was one brahmachari. Okay, we were following Ekadashi without water, Nirjal Ekadashi. So this brahmachari can't resist. 2 p.m., 3 p.m., getting so much, doing like this, and inspiring everyone. Let us go. It was in Jagannath Puri. Let us go take bath in ocean. Everyone's wondering why he's so much inspired to go to ocean. He said it's very auspicious on Ekadashi day to take bath in river, in ocean. We said yes, we know this. Yes, because it's too much hot. We are doing fasting without water. We should take bath in ocean. Okay. So that was his trick. Because you all understand why you want to go ocean. He took a dip in there and opened his mouth, drank water, and but then salty water. So anyone who takes bath in ocean get experience with salt. Anyone who taking bath in the ocean of milk get experience of milk. And likewise with yogurt, honey, etc. But there is one ocean called Amrita Sindhu, the ocean of nectar. And there are so many waves, transcendental waves in that ocean. That is Nam Amrita Sindhu, the ocean of Harinam, the ocean of holy name. And who can taste that? One who's diving in that ocean. Nobody wants to swim in that ocean. Everyone wants to get drawn in that ocean. Nam Amrit Sindhu. Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. And if one get the taste of it, don't want to leave. Want to stay residents at the shore of that Sindhu. We have no experience, practically speaking. All our acharyas, all our gurujans, all our guru vargas, they have experience. When they experience this, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Bharti Goswami Maharaj, Sri Bhakti Vallabh Tirth Goswami, all those acharyas, Sri Bhakti Vaibhav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, what they are extracting, what they are tasting, the bliss in that. They are on the shore of that. Namamrit Sindhu. Always tasting this. And same thing with Krishna. As Mahaprabhu, he is residing where? Gambhira. Where is Gambhira? Seashore, Jagannath Puri Dham. Imagine the combination of so many oceans together. Mahaprabhu is Karuna Sindhu, the ocean of compassion. And he's diving into what? This ocean in Jagannath Puri. And tasting what? Namamrit Sindhu. Chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Tasting that, the sweetness of that, nectar of that Namamrit, holy name. Mahaprabhu is tasting this. That Mahaprabhu, who himself is ocean of compassion, Karuna Sindhu. So one Sindhu is diving into another Sindhu, was tasting something else. Premamrita Sindhu. Understand? Mahaprabhu is Karuna Sindhu, ocean of compassion, and diving into this ocean, but tasting the nectar of Harinam. So, Narad Vino Jivan, Sudhormi Niryas Madhuripura, Tam Krishna Nam Kamam, Spurume Rasena Rasena Sadaha. O Krishna Nam, this is prayers. After describing all this, we need to ask something, right? You do some work and you seek some wages, some salary. So after describing, we are asking from Harinam Prabhu something. O Krishna Nam, by your own sweet will. Okay, I'm not going to trouble you anymore. Your sweet will, whatever you want. May you always appear on my tongue, along with all transcendental rasa. May you appear on my tongue with all transcendental rasa. I pray to you, O Harinam Prabhu. That's the mood of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Begging and praying. This is what he's teaching. This is what he's teaching. Praying to Harinam Prabhu. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki Jai.